Right now, Ramsey County investigators are looking into the conduct of federal agents during Operation Metro Surge. The county attorney and sheriff are now demanding more information from the feds, saying the agents may have committed kidnapping, burglary, and false imprisonment crimes. Heidi Wigdahl joins us with what happens next. Heidi?
Julie, the Ramsey County attorney and sheriff say they have 2 active investigations from Operation Metro Surge and 3 more are in the preliminary phase. As part of these investigations, they've had to escalate their efforts to try and get information from the Department of Homeland Security.
As you look at those pictures,
the image of a man in shorts and Crocs in sub-freezing temperatures became a recognizable one during Operation Metro Surge. Now, Chung Lee Scott Tao's arrest by ICE is being investigated.
This is not about any type of predetermined agenda other than to seek the truth and to investigate the facts.
Tao is a Hmong American and U.S. citizen. Ramsey County officials say back in January, ICE agents forcibly removed Scott from his home, then drove him around and questioned him for more than an hour before returning him home.
2 sexual predators who were at large.
DHS told us their target was 2 convicted sex offenders who they claim had ties to the property. Tao said he had never seen the men the agents were referring to. And records show one of the men ICE had been looking for has been in prison since September 2024. DHS claims agents were executing a warrant. Ramsey County officials say there's no indication at this time that agents had a warrant for entry or arrest.
there is no such thing as absolute immunity for federal agents. There's qualified immunity for all law enforcement in a lot of different capacities, but seizing a person out of their home who's an American citizen, they're not immune from that.
Sheriff Bob Fletcher says their attempts to gather information from the Department of Homeland Security have been unsuccessful. Among other things, they don't know the identities of the federal agents involved. Fletcher says they tracked license plates, but those were switched shortly after to another vehicle. On March 23rd, Ramsey County Attorney John Choi submitted a formal TUI demand to DHS requesting info.
I also want to make it very clear that we are not going to let this go.
DHS has until April 30th to respond to their request. In a statement, DHS told me ICE does not kidnap people and called this a political stunt. They claim Scott refused to be fingerprinted or facially ID'd, so it's, quote, standard protocol to hold all individuals in a house of an operation for safety of the public and law enforcement. Julie.
All right. Thank you, Heidi.